Welcome back to the Transform 365 Challenge. I'm Shruti Dandekar, your coach and guide on this year long journey of self transformation. Last week, we laid the foundation by defining our vision and setting actionable goals. This week, we are taking it a step further by focusing on habits, specifically keystone habits that can create a ripple effect across all areas of your life. So, if you have ever struggled with sticking to habits or wondered how small changes can lead to big results, this week is for you. Let's start with the basics. What are keystone habits? Keystone habits are habits that don't just improve one area of your life, but they create a domino effect, positively influencing the other areas of life too. For example, something as simple as preparing your meals for the week can not only improve your nutrition but also save time during busy days, reduce stress about what to eat. Similarly, a habit like practicing gratitude daily can improve your relationships, they can boost your mood, or even make you more productive at work. The beauty of keystone habits is that they are like anchors, they hold everything else together. And the best part is that you don't have to overhaul your entire life to see results. It all starts with one small habit. On day 6, what we are going to do is we are going to identify on day 6, we are going to identify your keystone habit. The one small action that will have the biggest impact on your life. Think about your goals from last week and ask yourself, what's one habit that will make everything else easier or better? For example, if your goal is to improve focus at work, then your keystone habit might be starting each day with 5 minutes of planning. If your goal is to improve relationships, it could be sending one thoughtful message or complimenting someone every day. On day 7, we'll make it easier to adopt your new habit by using a technique called as habit stacking. This means pairing your new habit with something you already do every day. For example, after I feed my pet in the morning, I'll drink a glass of water to hydrate myself. After I turn off my laptop in the evening, I will write 3 things I'm grateful for in my journal. Habit stacking helps you by creating a natural flow in your routine and makes it easier to stick to new habits. Day 8 is all about starting small, so small that it might even feel effortless. The idea is to build consistency over intensity. For example, instead of trying to read an entire book in one sitting, start with just one page a day. Or instead of committing to an hour long workout right away, start with 5 minutes of stretching or walking. Starting small reduces resistance and builds confidence because you're proving to yourself that you can show up every day. On day 9, we'll focus on how we can track our habit. Why? Because what gets measured gets managed. You can use a simple habit tracker. I will leave a link to a PDF in the description below. Or you can even mark an X on your calendar every day you complete your habit. For example, if your goal is to improve your sleep quality, then you can track how many nights you go to bed at a certain time. If your goal is to journal daily, then you can track how many consecutive days you have written something down. There is something so satisfying about seeing those check marks add up. It keeps you motivated and helps you avoid breaking the streak. Day 10 is my favorite. It's all about creating a reward system to keep you motivated as you build your keystone habit over time. Rewards reinforce positive behavior and it gives you something to look forward to as you hit your milestones. So, here is how you can design your reward system. If I stick to my habit for 1 week, my reward will be this. If I stick to my habit for 1 month, this is what I'll reward myself with. And if I stick to it for 3 months, this is the reward for me. And the rewards could be incremental. For example, after 1 week of consistent meditation practice, I would like to treat myself to a relaxing bath or a new scented candle. Or after 1 month of regular exercise, I would buy myself new workout gear. After 3 months of journaling daily, I will plan a weekend getaway or treat myself to something really meaningful. So take some time to decide on rewards that excite and motivate you. On day 11, We'll check on how things are going with your keystone habit and troubleshoot any challenges that you might be facing. Building habits is not easy. So, we will reflect on what is working and what is not. You have to ask yourself three questions. 1. What has helped me stay consistent so far? 2. What obstacles or triggers are making it hard for me to stick to my habit? And 3. How can I make my habit easier or more enjoyable? For example, if you find yourself skipping workouts because they feel overwhelming after work, try switching them to mornings instead. If journaling feels like a chore at night when you're tired, try doing it in your lunch break instead. This check in helps ensure you're set up for success moving forward. And now we come to the last day of this week. Day 12, we are going to take time to reflect on the week as a whole. Did you choose the right keystone habit? What helped you stay consistent? And what can you do differently next week to improve? For example, if drinking water first thing in the morning worked out well for you, but sometimes you felt rushed, then consider setting out a glass of water before bed as a reminder. Or if skipping social media helped you improve your focus, but it felt restrictive at times, then try limiting usage instead of cutting it out completely. Write down one actionable step for week 3 based on whatever you have learned this week. Now we come to the interesting part, how to make the most of this week. My first advice is to focus only on one habit. Don't try to change everything at once. It is very tempting to do that. Pick just one keystone habit and stick with it. Second, start small. Remember, it's better to show up consistently than to aim for perfection. And third, engage with the community. Share your progress using the hashtag Transform365 on Instagram or in the comments below. Seeing others' journey will keep you inspired. Coming to the frequently asked questions or whatever concerns that I anticipate you have. The first common one that I get is, what if I don't know which habit to choose? Start with something simple that aligns with any one of your goals from last week. Think about a small action that could make a big difference. For example, if your goal is to improve productivity, your keystone habit might be starting your day by writing down your top 3 priorities. If your goal is better health, it could be drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning or walking 10 minutes every day. The key is to pick something manageable and meaningful for you. Second frequent question I get is, what if I miss a day? No worries, the goal is progress, not perfection. Missing a day doesn't mean that you have failed, it's just a part of the process. For example, regarding your keystone habits, if you forget to journal one evening, pick it up again the next morning instead of waiting until you get to the next night. Or if you skip a workout, try to do something smaller like stretching or walking 5 minutes to stay in motion. And if you miss a day of doing these challenges, that's totally fine. You have got Saturday and Sunday to catch up on. So if you maybe miss one day, just push everything forward by one day and just make sure that you finish it all during the week. Remember, consistency over time is what builds habits, not being perfect every single day. How do I stay motivated? This is the most frequent question that I get. In my view, tracking your progress and celebrating wins is what will keep you motivated. Remember, you're building momentum for long term success. We are in to run a marathon, not a sprint. You can use a habit tracker or your calendar to visually see your streaks grow. It is very satisfying to see those check marks add up. And make a rule for yourself, like I will not miss 2 days in a row. And that helps a lot. Then plan small rewards for yourself as you hit your milestones. For example, after 1 week of completing Shruti's Transform 365 challenge, I'm going to treat myself to my favorite dessert. After 1 month, I'm going to buy something that supports my habit, like a journal or something else. Motivation often comes from seeing progress and feeling proud of how far you have come. So, there you have it, your roadmap for week 2. This week is all about building momentum by focusing on one small but impactful change. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos in this challenge. And don't forget to share your progress using hashtag Transform365. I will love to see how you're doing. Remember, small steps lead to big transformations over time. Let's make this week count.